taking on the Cleveland Browns.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed,
the holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
and it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start with the option, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Here's 2nd and 10. He will go down. A Cowboys sack. Marcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So here come the Cowboys onto the field with excellent position to get things started. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
Brandon, there's 2 weeks to go in the regular season, so you know the pressure is ramped up in so many ways. People have to win games, try and get their bonuses, the whole deal.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
An 8-yard gain.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 18 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
On 3rd down, Roberts. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
Roberts.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
11 on the play.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Roberts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
For Jarvis Landry. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 30.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Roberts. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Intended for Nick Chubb.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
Is good.
And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
3. Cowboys nothing.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That
Thank
means
you.
2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Now Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but now it'll be third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives, and it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Chubb on the carry.
That result, really no surprise. It's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the '85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s purple people eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. He was already in some pretty rarefied air, and he just stepped into another zip code now because he passed Walter Payton for 2nd place all time on the NFL rushing list.
So it's not just the talent, right? It's not just having a couple of really good years. It's the longevity and doing it at a consistently high level. Remember those workouts Walter Payton was famous for, running up the hill in Chicago and how guys would try it and they couldn't keep up? Well, we know someone who could keep up because he's doing it quite well right now. Just past Walter Payton. Say it one more time.
Walter Payton, the only man ahead of him now, a couple thousand away from Emmitt Smith. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Prescott from the gun. And this one quickly to Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. This is Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Prescott's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. He's going to get the football. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
They'll try again with Elliott. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The second down.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Ramsey. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Down and goal to go.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line. A pickup of 2.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play.
Throwing, Prescott.
And goal.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Dak Prescott sacked.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal.
A 29-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Makes the score Cowboys 10. Browns 3.
They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
10. Browns 3.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Roberts. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Chubb on the carry.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Roberts to throw on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Chubb. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw, Prescott, and he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. First down, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ramsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns' 47-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Prescott now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, the 40, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards 1. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Now the try here for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From the 6. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
5-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up
on second down now. It's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Prescott now from the 50.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
27.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Prescott. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Adam Troutman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Roberts. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Handoff comes to Chubb, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. From the gun, Roberts. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent.
Who did things largely below the radar? Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run, Chubb, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Nick Chubb.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Roberts. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
They'll try and run for it with Janovich. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke.
Prescott.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw is Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Prescott.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Prescott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
That's another Cowboy.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Carson Wentz leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. The Dolphins trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Taken in the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession.
And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
Dak's going to keep it on the option.
6 yards there on the keeper and 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
40-yard line.
Down carry by Elliott. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
With the give to Ezekiel Elliott. Brought down at the 18-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
16-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stopped that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good.
His kick.
And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
Cowboys 20. Browns 10.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
3 at the 30.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. play action. Roberts. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's third down.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm
with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Number 21, Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pick.
From the 35 on second down. Prescott. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? Right? 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Prescott with the give to
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They go to Elliott again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On third down, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, and now some space to operate. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
A good chunk of those yards came after contact, and that's an area where he's really starting to excel as a running back.
It felt like he was doing a drill that running backs have to perform all the time, especially in pads, called a gauntlet drill. Two guys, you know, these two rows, and you have to go right through the middle of them and make sure you take care of the football and knock people aside. He's performing the drill on that run.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run again on first down. Chubb. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
now an option play, and he'll keep it.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They keep on the ground with Elliott, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Ezekiel Elliott. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. On first down, it's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10. At the 30.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ramsey. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Elliott.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Prescott from the gun. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Kick is good. Makes the score Cowboys 23, Browns 17.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd.
They run it again with Chubb, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards, and the Browns 1st down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Just shy of midfield, a gain of 12. 1st down, Cleveland.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
To throw is Roberts on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Roberts. That's out to Chubb, complete.
Roberts pass.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. He may try and run for this. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now Roberts throwing on 1st down and finding the tight end Hooper. That catch good for only a couple.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Operating from the gun, Roberts. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Roberts now on 1st and 10. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Roberts looking to throw on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. The Browns on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Roberts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Following the interception, here's Prescott, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Here's Roberts throwing after the interception. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Roberts. To throw on 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Roberts. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. 7 catches for him now. And this last one, a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter. Because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Roberts. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Roberts pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 40.
Operating from the gun. Roberts shakes off the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Roberts. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed. Coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Roberts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Roberts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down. And 6.
Now Roberts on 3rd down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Roberts. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
2 yards.
That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd down.
Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Roberts now from the gun, he'll throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Stepping up, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Browns are back within a score.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll drop to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 40.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Ezekiel Elliott.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb, that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That's a gain of 8.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Cowboys 34, Browns 24.
Big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, and that won't beat us.
So now the Browns down by 10. At time, a huge factor. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. Roberts on 1st down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Looking sideline, incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On the play by Trayvon Diggs.
Here's Roberts to throw on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Elliott. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
Ezekiel Elliott. That's good for a Cowboy.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, Pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Dallas, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on